Hey Taurus, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. I hope that you are doing well today. It is, well, we're in Aries season. We're in the throes of Aries season, and we're coming up on a new moon in Aries, which is quite exciting. It's a new moon solar eclipse. It brings the opportunity for change, specifically external change in our environment. Also this week, both Mercury and Venus, they're in retrograde right now. They're in Aries, but they're actually going to retrograde back into Pisces. So Pisces has kind of highlighted a lot of things, a lot of places that we're seeing disconnects in our life lately. And this is specifically related to relationships, dynamics, people, situations that are just not vibing on the same level with us any longer. And it is requiring us to make change, hard changes that have been manifesting for some time. This is not necessarily something that's out of the blue that you're not expecting. It's more things that like you've been getting these intuitive hints along the way. And yes, there's a lot of feeling, there's a lot of emotion that comes with these types of changes, but at the same time, Aries gives us this energy to be confident in self, to invest in ourselves, to invest in what we think, what we feel, what we believe. And I don't know, not taking no for an answer, maybe, but in the way that we're honoring ourselves and therefore honoring the whole. It's not as much about saying F you to people because actually that approach is not working right now at all. It's like the weird or annoying thing about the astrology is it's forcing us to deal with the things that would be easier to sweep under the rug or would be easier to be like, oh, they suck and screw them and blah, blah, blah. You know, not so much. So that's why I like to start off the readings with an energy cleansing, just kind of set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. It's a great way to cleanse out some of that limitation, some of the block we are coming into. You can also totally skip ahead if it's not your vibe, no worries. You'll still receive the blessing. It's also a really good time to set your own intention for the reading as well, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something that you would like spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, what's happening specifically for you, or if you're looking for more of a rebalancing of your energy, your mind, your body, your soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're operating from that space, we're better able to make choices that actually align with what we want long term, not just the instant gratifications. We can kind of sniff that shit out, and it also gives us the opportunity to live out of our happiness and fulfillment, which we all deserve. So all that info, Taurus, is in the description box below. If you want to hit me up, I would love to help and support in whatever way possible. All right, with that, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being, so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love, Mama Love. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. So what I do like is the energy has definitely been more supportive lately. More supportive to like what we want to bring into our life, what we want to bring into our energy. like I said, Venus and Mercury are in retrograde. The way the new moon solar eclipse is aspecting Venus and Mars, it's really highlighting relationships, relationship dynamics. Spirit is calling you to reevaluate who and what is quote unquote hypnotizing you. It's things that, okay, I'm seeing this as like there's this energy around you that has kept you small, has kept you limited in a lot of ways. And I feel like you're coming out of that. It looks like you're finding your power to some capacity, and appropriately so. I think this has been kind of a rough go. I think this has been something that, like, someone that's really challenged you, right? Someone who's really challenged your own, like, innate power. And perhaps you want to keep things good, above board, kosher. You're trying to, like, maintain the quote unquote sweetness of this situation. But this feels like a lot of subservience, Taurus. This feels like a lot of subservience to other people, other situations. You are strong, and you're showing up in that way with the white oak. I think you can see through things, but I think that something about this feels amiss. Something about this feels like you're not seeing something clearly at all. And it's coming from this place of either someone gaslighting you or a really kind of jaded perspective around the situation. I feel like you've put up your boundaries, you put up these defenses because that's what felt comfortable or like the right thing to do. But as much as maybe someone sold you something hook, line, and sinker, I don't see a lot of follow through on their end. I see it as more, 100%. Like they're kind of in it for their own success. I feel like someone sold you something that sounded good to you, and you could acclimate or like, whatever. You could kind of change certain things about yourself or about your approach to accommodate them. But now you're seeing that it's like not really what they were selling you. It's not really true. And if anything, they're being a little bit selfish. But this is triggering something in you because I feel like this is someone or something that's kind of had you under their thumb, or you're used to being that way. You're used to kind of certain people energies dictating how you're going to show up, how you're going to act, how you're going to respond in your life. And if you feel like they're not reciprocating, you're going to go out of your way to not make sure that they do, but it's like you take responsibility for it. You're taking responsibility for someone else's problems and issues. Someone's going through a process of ending, of change. They're not really sure where they're going to land quite yet. There's a lot of things that are up in the air. This is someone who 100% says they're committed. Like they're basically telling you what you want to hear, but the actions are not following suit. You feel beholden to them. You feel like you owe them something, some amount of loyalty for some reason. I don't really know. This is someone who, I'm hearing you have to break the illusion. And honestly, the cards are showing that you are en route to do so. But this is actually because of healing work that you're doing around the situation. And I'm seeing this specifically for you, Taurus, that you're I'm changing how I'm thinking about things. I don't necessarily need to commit to the same things that I was doing before, or maybe once upon a time, this felt like the right thing, but the level of commitment that they're requiring is a little bit too much. It's a little too much. And I also am seeing the way that they go about it feels very, very unfair to you. It's not good. Cinnamon is all about sweetness. It's all about kind of giving that love, warmth, nourishment. And that's not happening in this dynamic. It's a lot more rigid. It has rigidity around it. High expectations on what you're going to give versus what you receive. And as much as maybe like in this space, you're kind of like choosing to give them what they want, you know that moving forward, it's not looking the same way. Like you're making different choices for yourself. Echinacea, possibility. Okay, growth will not occur unless we try. We are capable of almost anything. When we are surrounded by people who encourage us, coach us up, and stand by our side when we need strength. What restrictions limit your possibilities? Are they self-imposed or heirlooms you have held onto from previous events and hardships? 100%. I think that's such a great embodiment of this reading, Taurus. It feels like whatever you're dealing with in this dynamic, it's holding on to the past energy. Aloe vera, restore. What activities, terrains, or people extinguish or ignite your light? What can you do to protect and amend your supply? I'm hearing that healing energy. I think some of this is a little hard to see for you this week. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like it's going to come out more and more. We're seeing this all across the collective where it's just like you have to wait. You have to be patient because more clarity is going to be provided to you in this dynamic. As of right now, you're in this mode where you're like willing to give and you're like, yeah, let's like figure this out and do this, etc. But it's not necessarily what you signed up for. Yeah, there is a little bit of Calla Lily is achievement. There's a little bit of achievement behind it, like maybe being a little bit stubborn, Taurus. Take a moment to list 5 unsung achievements in your life, small, medium, or large. They deserve to be witnessed and stand as a testament to your hard-won efforts and victorious triumphs. So maybe in some ways, like you're giving a lot of your energy to something that you believe is going to bring success, but you're not necessarily recognizing your successes along the way. And that's what Spirit wants you to see. Like, see yourself independent of this person or thing that is getting a lot of your time, your energy, your fixation. Because there are things in this dynamic that feel a little bit toxic, unhealthy, places where maybe you're subjecting yourself to like what they want, but not necessarily having them give back to you. And I feel like as you're seeing this, as this is like revealing itself more and more, it's going to be way easier to do, especially because the goodness in this dynamic is very limited. And unfortunately so, I think you're disappointed about it because it represented something for you. It represented a step forward in freedom. But remember, this isn't the ending point, Taurus. I think there's more to come, and that's kind of where you're getting lost. So I'm hoping that this reading helped. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I super appreciate you. I hope that you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I'd love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.